What's good? It's your man Big back in the motherfucking building. We got some news from over the weekend. Miami spring break and they got shot up by some more niggas. When we gonna get our shit together, people? Folks can't even go out and have a good time without nonsense happening. Gotta get it together, folks. Definitely gotta get it together. They said it was one person injured, one person killed. But we got the video, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Chaos erupting on the streets of South Beach this weekend. Spring break interrupted by two deadly shootings. The first one on Friday night. Gunfire ringing out as restaurants were packed with customers. Crowds scrambling, ducking for cover. The shooting leaving one dead and another in critical condition.
We're just out here to have a good time, and it shouldn't be like this. Can't be dodging bullets. It's crazy.
They just killed somebody.
Then again on Sunday.
They giving that boy CPR.
Another shooting at 3:30 this morning on the famous Ocean Drive, killing one and wounding another. Tonight, the mayor declaring a state of emergency and instituting a curfew.
The volume of people in our city, the unruly nature of too many, and the presence of guns has created a peril that cannot go unchecked, especially in the evenings. Over the last 3 weeks alone, we have impounded over 70 firearms.
All restaurants must close by midnight, and the sale of alcohol at stores stopped at 6 p.m. Officials hoping this stops the violence.
Now, as I have said many times, we don't ask for spring break in our city. We don't want spring break in our city.
Miami Beach is a popular destination for spring breakers, known for its wild parties and crowded scenes. But tonight, the troubled paradise is closing down in hopes that there won't be another spring break tragedy.
Stop the gun violence. We don't have time for that. Everybody young. We're trying to live life. We're trying to have fun.
Guad joins us now from Miami Beach. So how long is this state of emergency supposed to last, Guad?
Kate, the state of emergency will be taking effect in a few hours and will remain until Monday, when city officials are expected to meet with the intention to impose the same rules for next weekend, Kate.
Shootings and chaos on Miami Beach as tourists just flood the streets for spring break, forcing the city under a curfew. But this is only a quick fix. It's a Band-Aid to what is now a growing problem.
Yeah, well, today an emergency meeting is being held to discuss better protecting residents and tourists.
We're joined now by Vice Mayor of Miami Beach, Minor, to discuss our concerns as more spring breakers prepare to just flood South Florida this week.
Good morning, Vice Mayor. Thanks for being with us. First of all, I want to ask you, how effective has the curfew been thus far? And should it have been enacted earlier, given that the past 3 years Miami Beach has had to take emergency measures to control spring break violence?
Well, we certainly can't allow this to happen again. We could look hindsight, but certainly I think going forward next week, we're meeting today, a special commission meeting. I'm sure we're going to implement a curfew. And I think we're also going to look forward to next year, the measures we have to take to make sure this never happens again. It's unacceptable.
Well, let's look forward to, next year. Is this about making Miami Beach just no appetite for it, unenviable? You don't want to market to people to be able to come here? Because let's face it, I live here and I have people and I've seen this on social media over the weekend as well. I don't go to Miami Beach. Hey, let's meet up and go to one of the great restaurants. No, I don't go to Miami Beach. And is that what you want to put out there? I mean, you want to keep people from spring breaking here.
Well, that's the sad part. We're a pretty safe city, and we have a couple of weekends a year that create a problem for us, and it's every year that it happens, and that's why we have to crack down on this. We really have to make sure we get the illegal guns off the street. There's too many incidents. Thousands of people come, 99% of them are enjoying themselves. It's the couple of incidences that ruin it completely for everyone.
You know, the mayor has called that this being a tourist situation. These are rowdy tourists that are causing all the problems. But as we look at the mugshot, one of the shooters was actually from Fort Lauderdale. So can this fully be attributed to rowdy tourists?
Well, I mean, perhaps what he means tourists is people who don't live in Miami Beach, outside of Miami Beach. I mean, we're a tourist city. We have tourists here all the time, and we're a very welcoming city. But clearly, a couple of weekends out of the year during spring break, we just have crowds that really swell in size. I mean, the amount of people is just enormous, but also the incidences that we're seeing. And we're seeing it literally every year. We have, unfortunately, shootings, people that died in our street. It's our responsibility. Our foremost responsibility is to protect our residents and protect the people that come into our city. And once we can't do that, which happened this past weekend, we need to take more extreme measures.
Yeah, it looks like a police state there, but that still isn't, it's just not working. I mean, they're shooting people right in front of the police. All right, Vice Mayor, thanks very much. We do appreciate your time, and hopefully we'll get some answers, especially with that 4 o'clock meeting today.